Okay. All right. Let's talk about Marvel Rivals. Right. I'm enjoying Marvel Rivals. The last couple days, I played with my son. Was it 2 days ago? We played. I played with Mr. Luke. He got me through the other the season stuff where you team up with people. Marvel Rivals is a really fun game, and that's the video I wanted to watch as well. There was a video that the guy came out with talking about the chrono tokens being taken. But then Asmongold reacted to his video, and I was going to watch Asmongold reacting to his video, but we'll just talk about it, right? So the chrono tokens, we had this conversation, what was it, on Monday, about people with the bots and the chrono tokens taken away from you. I'm having a blast with the game, but now because the chrono tokens are out, right, or the people are talking about it, I kind of like scaled back a bit because I was like, I knew it was happening, but then when they said it, it was also almost reminded me of Helldivers 2 incident that happened early last year. Okay, everyone was loving Helldivers. Everyone was loving Helldivers, and then Sony came in and was like, "You got to sign in," and it like killed the momentum for Helldivers 2. Obviously, Helldivers 2 is still a popular game. It didn't destroy the game, but it was a massive, speed bump or valley that happened, and it took them a while to get it back, right? Marvel Rivals right now is having that moment of they're doing so well, okay? But all of a sudden, now there's this moment of you're hurting yourself, okay? And Asmongold asked a question yesterday when he was watching the other guy's video, right? He says, does what NetEase is doing make the game better for the players? No, it doesn't, right? Not looking at this new game mode. We're talking about the chronos, right? Being so convoluted with the chrono tokens and how it take it away from you and do this, it's like, why? Why are they doing that? It's for engagement, but then we know about the bots. So I think Marvel Rivals could be sabotaging themselves here because of greediness, where they're still going to make the money, but they choose to be this way because obviously they want you to engage. They want you to engage every season. They don't want you to play 100 hours in one season and then not be able to play the second season because you're just going to take the chrono tokens that you have and move them on over. Besides all that, Marvel Rivals leak reveals upcoming new game mode, okay? So let's talk about the new game modes, and I think they could get through this because of the new game modes, because of the new people coming in. Another piece of Marvel Rivals content has been leaked. One of the reveals is a new game mode could soon be arriving, a newly popular hero shooter. Marvel Rivals has proven to be a smash hit with gamers around the world, thanks to part of its iconic IP and hefty roster of 33 characters. With more expected later down the line, the game does seem prone to leaks, however, with the latest piece of mind information being upcoming Capture the Flag mode. Here's the thing with these, right? Obviously, there's data miners. It doesn't look like they're going after any kind of data miners right now, okay? It doesn't look like they're going after anybody. But someone was like, I don't know if I want to make any leaks anymore because they might come after me. I think this works perfect. I don't want to say it works for every game. What's going on, Wolverine? Happy New Year. But I do think it works for the game like this, right? I'm on record saying that this game needed 40 characters when it was coming out. I think leaking the characters, and we know about another, I think, 18 characters that are already coming out, right? I think there's there's like 17 characters that are leaked right now out there. Okay, and we'll go over those in a second as well. This is actually really good for a game like this, right? For all of the bad stuff that's happening right now with the chrono tokens being taken away from you, roll queue coming out, people nerfing or buffing or stuff like that, I think this is par for course. This is exactly what it needs to be. And with all these leaks coming out, it just helps the game keep current, keep relevant, especially since it's comic book characters and people want to know the next character coming into the game. So within a few weeks of a release, Marvel Rivals seems to be taking the gaming community by storm, with the free-to-play game title boasting a massive player count. And the game currently includes 3 distinct modes: Domination, where people compete against to capture or hold a point or control point on the map; Convoy, which players escort or preventing and moving a vehicle to get to the designated endpoint on the map; and Convergence, essentially a mashup of the prior 2. Game technically does have a 4th mode with Jeff's Winter Splash Festival, which will be leaving soon. And typically just for the season of Marvel Rival ends. Okay, the leak is potential new Capture the Flag mode for Marvel Rivals comes from a reputable leaker called XOX Leak, who reportedly dove into the game files and retrieved the information. Now, the developer NetEase has been hinting that the new game mode is in the works, potentially syncing with the leak. Okay, it's the most in most capture the flag modes, two teams try to retrieve the opposing team flag and bring it back to the base. Scoring usually relies on the timer when the objective is being captured and returned to many flags as possible before time runs out. As you can tell, there's a picture of Spider-Man there. And if any of you guys are playing Marvel Rivals right now, you would know that Spider-Man is going to be one of those go capture the flag because he's so fast to get to the other side and stuff like that. Or even Doctor Strange, right? This is what I want to talk about, right? With characters like Doctor Strange, with characters like Spider-Man, where they move so fast, Iron Man, all of these things, if they bring a capture the flag, what do you guys think? Is it going to work? Do you think it'll be kind of unbalanced? Do you think that in the very beginning you can have Doctor Strange use his portal over there, grab it, and then walk through the portal again, right? So there's a lot of things that could go wrong with this new game mode, but I'm interested in seeing what a new game mode would look like with Capture the Flag with people with superpowers, okay? So should the leak prove to be true, Marvel Rival players will be able to experience a new agility-focused gameplay style. This has led to some players already suggesting optimal characters for such a mode, namely duelists such as Spider-Man or Hawkeye. The latter of the two has recently become quite a hot topic debate, with fans feeling strongly one way or the other about nerfing Hawkeye and Marvel Rivals. I don't think you should nerf him. I'll be honest, man. I don't think you should nerf it. I don't think you should nerf anybody. I think people that play those characters are going to be good at those characters, but then the person against them, someone that's Iron Fist, can get melted by anybody else that's working with like Wanda or even Mantis can melt him, right? Punisher can melt him. So there's always that other character that you can switch to beat that character that you think is OP. Now, obviously, if you have a really good skilled player playing any character that really knows the character, it's going to be really hard to win against them. It doesn't need to be nerfed, though. Okay. They say that Hawkeye, feeling stronger way other than they're nerfing Hawkeye in Marvel Rivals, many of the nerfs feel that the character is overpowered. While against it, I think its skill ceiling is high enough to consider balance. That's another thing, right? Each character, you might get that 1% guy that's going around, like the guy who's number one with Wolverine. Everyone thought Wolverine was the shittiest character in the game, and yet there's a guy out there, okay, Team Captain, I think his name is, who's number one in the world, not just with Wolverine, in the world. The top of the charts while playing Wolverine. Everyone's like, yeah, Wolverine's a D-lister. Wolverine's a shit. They're putting Wolverine in his own list. Meanwhile, this dude's number one character is Wolverine. So does Wolverine need to be nerfed? Me and Wolverine in chat were having a conversation just a couple of weeks ago that he needs to be buffed, right? You see what I'm saying? I think it was way too early to talk about nerfs and buffs a couple of weeks ago, and I still think that people don't need to be nerfed or buffed. Okay, even more leaks from Marvel Rivals content. In addition to the leaks, potential new Capture the Flag mode, another leak has revealed that new Groot skin in Marvel Rivals called Rusted Groot in the cosmetic alters and color Groot's bark adds several unique accessories to create a distinctive look. With numerous updates and content on the horizon, fans are eagerly anticipating the future of Marvel Rivals. A lot's going good with this game right now. Let me look at, there was a list this morning that I was looking at that we're talking about all the different characters. I just got to scroll through a little bit. And if you're watching right now over on Twitter, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. You can come on over to the YouTube channel as well. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. There was a list this morning that someone posted. Let me see. It was a couple hours ago. Let me see if I can find it. I'm absolutely loving it. I haven't played in the last couple days as much as I did in the past, just because I'm done with the season pass. Right, I paid for the season pass. They made the money off of me, but I didn't buy the season pass until I had enough chrono tokens to purchase all the stuff in the season pass. Once I had enough, purchased the season pass, and now there's no reason to continue playing unless obviously you like the game, play the game. But I'm saying for me personally, there's not a lot going on where I was grinding chrono tokens before to complete the pass. But now that I completed the pass, I'm done. I put it down, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I just think they're stopping me from, if I could continue playing and build up the chrono tokens right now for the next season, because maybe next season I'm not going to play as much. You know what I mean? No, I haven't finished Indy yet. We're on the last board that we got there on Monday night when we played through, Travis. Where is the Marvel Rivals? There's like 17 characters that were talked about. All right, we're getting close. I remember scrolling through some of this morning. You know what? I'll just type it in. I don't know if it's gonna be. It's gonna be the same. Marvel Rivals, leaked characters. One day ago, 13 characters, as they said. I thought the one I saw today was like 17, but we'll keep it. So new characters right now: Hitmonkey, Deadpool, Captain Marvel, Emma Frost, Phoenix / Jean Grey, Valkyrie, MODOK. Right, MODOK might be coming to the game. Mr. Fantastic, Human Torch, Invisible Woman, The Thing, Blade, and Ultron. We knew about Ultron, Blade, The Thing, all the Fantastic Four. Hitmonkey, we heard about. Deadpool, Captain Marvel, Emma Frost. Right, there's so many different characters that are coming in. And remember, I said 40, right? So right now we have, it'll be 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. And then you have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So you have an additional 7. So technically, by these leaks, obviously I don't know if all these characters are coming out in season 1, but we already have an additional, 13 characters on top of the 33 that are already in the game. Right? Eclipse says most characters use Chronos. You know what that used on, and can't use it on the mouse and keyboard. Most cheaters use Chronos. You know what that used on can't use it on the mouse and keyboard. I don't know what that. I don't know the joke you're making. Went over my head. Wolverine says eager to see all the new characters and team composition or comps and the game progress. I think I said this a couple weeks ago, Wolverine. I think the team ups, right, are the big shifting force in this game, where everyone thinks it's OP, but next season when they change the meta, right, instead of nerfing and buffing the characters with their special abilities for each of the characters, they change the team ups, and that changes the thing, so they don't have to nerf or buff characters, right? Hopefully, right? Here's what I don't like about the YouTube space, about people making videos, right? Someone will tell you, and obviously they're doing their job, because they're making the money. They're grinding, making the money by talking about things like, this guy's so powerful, we need to nerf this. And then they start to nerf these things. I don't think it's a one-to-one comparison, but I do believe that when one person sees it, if I make a video, 100 people see it, not a big deal. But if Asmongold made a video, or someone made a video and he watches it, it goes out to millions and millions of people. That does affect that. They're like, oh, wait, we need to nerf this character. And I don't believe they want to nerf a lot of characters. I believe that they're as intended, right? As Marvel characters, they're supposed to be powerful, they're supposed to be good, like feel good, power fantasy. And I believe there is, for every one character that's OP, there's 3 people, like their counterparts, that can shut them down. At least 3. There might be more.